A roundup of the latest news now. Here are our top stories. US President Donald Trump is in a critical condition in hospital after being seriously injured by a gorilla at the Smithsonian Zoo. We'll have a special report. Fitness tracking app Strava launches sex as a new activity. We'll be hearing from the Strava team. And a London mobile phone thief hands the phone in to police to avoid depriving the phone's owner of maintaining her 900-day Duolingo streak. More on those top stories to come. First to Washington, where US President Donald Trump was mauled by an adult male gorilla at the Smithsonian Zoo earlier today, leaving him with serious, life-threatening injuries. He remains in a critical condition in intensive care and is currently undergoing emergency surgery. It's understood that Mr. Trump climbed over a security barrier and tailgated a zoo employee entering the gorilla enclosure at feeding time. An investigation into the incident is ongoing. One eyewitness described the scene as horrific. The gorilla involved in the attack, Baraka, was tranquilized but not put down due to the gorilla's scientific value, having learned how to communicate with humans as part of ongoing research by the zoology faculty at Georgetown University. I spoke to leading gorilla researcher and zoology professor Laszlo Szemüldök from the university, who helped us interview Baraka following the incident. Professor, thank you for joining us. Can you please first ask Baraka what motivated the attack?
Yes, sure I can. One moment, please. Baraka explained that the president entered the enclosure and did not respect Baraka's territory, so Baraka was not happy. Baraka says he made a warning sound, but the president continued to enter Baraka's territory.
Can you please ask Baraka whether there were any other factors that contributed to the attack?
One moment, please. Baraka says he is not happy with Trump's statement suggesting similar plans to annex Gaza and Greenland. Baraka is also against Trump's inflammatory rhetoric, reckless disregard for humanity, and the president's covert international alliances.
Can you please ask Baraka what he thinks is likely to happen next?
One moment, please. Baraka says that he deliberately did not kill him to avoid martyrdom, but that the country is guaranteed to have a better replacement as president. Baraka also confirmed that he will imminently be consuming a large quantity of bananas as part of his feeding session.
Professor Szemüldök, thank you very much indeed. President Trump's one-time psychotherapist, Eze Mintal, made the following statement to the press following the attack.
I'm making this statement because many of you must be wondering why President Trump can be so volatile, why he makes so many polarizing statements. What I would like you to understand is President Trump had a very difficult childhood. Donald's father was a wealthy real estate magnate, Fred Trump Sr. Fred neglected, criticized, and abused Donald throughout his childhood. Donald was a difficult child, contributed to by his father's neglect and abusive behavior. Unable to manage his son, his father sent him to boarding school. Donald also witnessed his father abusing Donald's older brother, Fred Jr., and joined his father in criticizing Fred Jr. for pursuing a career as an airline pilot. Donald's older brother, Fred Jr., became an alcoholic, was disinherited by his father, and committed suicide, aged 42. Donald Trump therefore inherited his father's fortune, but his real estate ventures were largely unsuccessful and characterized by scandal, bankruptcy, and failure. I would like to share with you a recording from my last session with President Trump. So this compulsion you have to acquire overseas territories, perhaps this is a way for you to compensate for failed real estate ventures of the past. I didn't fail. I have Trump Towers all over North America, so I'm not a failure, okay? You're a failure. This conversation is over. Repeated blame, externalization. Repeated what? Give me that notebook. I'm afraid I need it for my conclusions. What are you concluding?
I'm concluding that neglect and attachment issues in childhood, including insufficient attention by your father in particular, has resulted in a need for you to seek attention and the limelight as an adult. That is why you make attention-seeking statements. You want people to pay attention to you, for better or worse. That is what I believe we are dealing with.
Not true, not true, not true.
You see what I mean? Fitness tracking app Strava has launched sex as a new activity. I spoke to Laura Shaggin from Strava's marketing team to find out more. So why add sex?
Hey Bob, people have very busy lives and the pressure to keep up with the competition is greater than it's ever been. So we wanted to give people the opportunity to insert a workout into their busy schedules while they insert themselves into each other.
Does sexual intercourse tend to burn many calories?
Great question. It varies between 69, pun intended, and about 100 calories per session, so not huge, but also not insignificant.
Any other features Strava users should be aware of?
Oh, for sure. We have a group setting, like for orgies and other group sexual activity. We have a low intensity if you're, like my husband, and medium. We also have a high intensity sex activity if you're super athletic and active in the bedroom. You should check it out, Bob.
Laura, thank you very much indeed. And finally, a London mobile phone thief has handed the device into police shortly after snatching the mobile phone from a woman near Euston Station. The man who took the phone while speeding past on an e-bike made the following statement.
Yeah, I took your phone, innit? iPhone 16, innit? Get out my burner, watch me bin it. Get on man's bike, dust and spin it. If this was a competition, I'd win it. Bring man a suitcase, bro, I'd fill it. Bag it, block it, crack it, sell it. It's gone now, bro, you can't track it. But then I see a notification about some French education. What's Duolingo, bro? Is it like a board game? Nah, fam, language thing, innit? Then I see you got a 900-day streak, yeah? That's where my curiosity reached its peak. I thought, nah, I ain't doing that, bro. That ain't fair. To cut you off when you're learning vocabulary. So I handed it in to the feds, you get me? I tried to play it here, but it wouldn't let me.